Hi everyone, I'm going to continue on the lesson. So we finished here, and this is the next video. It's talking about differentials, so maybe I have to close the sound here, otherwise it's making so much noise. So it's talking about differentials. So differentials is like a topic that it's one course. So if you go to university, you do science or you do engineering, you have one course like differential equations, and it's a very beautiful course, so it's nice to learn that. But here you don't see those things, so we just don't go to the details. Okay, so differential equations is like different method or different techniques that for example, you have the derivative and you want to find the original function. So this is like antiderivative or anti just like integral that you are going to learn in future. Okay, so that's a course, that's just one semester. So you will learn different techniques that if you have the derivative, how can you find the original function. Okay, so here we really don't see these things, but I just want to show you that if you want, you can find derivative of any variable respect to derivative of like respect to another variable, and just write it the same as differential if you want, and then you can continue to that course, and then you can do whatever you want to that equation. But we really don't go to details. That's why I always tell you, so you don't need to use dy over dx, and you can use y prime. They are both the same, so they are both the same. Some books they use y prime, and some books they do dy over dx. Both of them are the same. Both of them means derivative respect to x, derivative of y respect to x. Okay, so if you go to differential equation, and if we continue to integral and to antiderivative, we need a little bit of this. So I just want to show you. It's very easy. You can use it um, just to make integral or antiderivative easier for yourself. Okay, see, it's really nothing new. So you have y equal fx. So I taught you, so we all did y prime equal f prime x. Yeah, so derivative of y is derivative of the other side. Done. Right now it's saying if you do, instead of y prime, dy over dx, see, you do dy over dx equal f prime x, then you can say, I change the color, you can say dy is f prime x dx. Okay, and in future when I teach you antiderivative or integral, you say, okay, integral of dy is integral of f prime x dx, and because this one is respect to x, this one is respect to y, it's easier for us to find the answer. Okay, so we say, okay, y is f of x, which was from original. Look at that. Okay, so for now we don't focus on this. No, not at all. Okay, so just want to make it easy for you. See, take the derivative, but instead of y prime, write dy over dx, and then find dy, or multiple both sides with dx. That's it. Okay, so in this case I say you are showing with differential. So for example here, y is x squared plus 2x. So what is y prime? 2x plus 2. Done. But when I say show it with differential, you have to do dy over dx, which is y prime, equal 2x plus 2. Okay, and then you say, okay, dy is 2x plus 2 times dx. Okay, so see here it says multiple with dx, but remember you have to use dy over dx instead of y prime. That's it, just the same as before you are doing derivative. So here it says find differential dy, means first you have to find y prime, second you have to put dy over dx for y prime, third you have to times with dx, multiple with dx. Okay, times with dx, done. You can find the answer. Sorry about that. Okay, but here how can you find y prime? Oh, here I cannot start from y prime equal. No. What's the reason? Because it's implicit. Because it's not y equal. I have a relationship between x and y. I know y is dependent to x, but I don't see y equal something. I see a relationship between x and y. Okay, so I have to do this. I have to do 2x squared plus 3xy plus 4y squared prime equal 20 prime. And then this is 4x. So derivative of both sides. Then this is 4x plus 3 times derivative of xy plus, what is the derivative of 4y squared? So think it is 4x squared. So it is 8x, but you put 8y times y prime. So it is 8y prime. And I know wherever I see y, I have to put y prime as well. Equals 0. Okay, I'm not done. I have to do derivative of product. Here is derivative of multiplication. Okay, so the answer is 4x plus 3 times derivative of x, y plus derivative of y, x times, okay, so plus 8y, y prime. What happened to that? Okay, so equals 0. Okay, so I do that and then I continue here. Okay, so I'm not done. I have to do 4x plus 3y, because x prime is 1, plus 3y prime x plus 8y y prime equals 0. Then I keep this one side, I take that to the other side because I want to factor y prime. So now I have 3y prime x plus 8y y prime equal minus 4x minus 3y. Okay, so then I say, okay, y prime, I factor, it is 3x plus 8y equal minus 4x minus 3y. So y prime is minus 4x minus 3y divided by 3x plus 8y. And then now my lesson starts here. I have to say dy over dx equal minus 4x minus 3y divided by 3x plus 8y, and then dy is minus 4x minus 3y divided by 3x plus 8y times dx. Okay, so you just sub dy over dx and you times with dx and find dy. So here you are solving for differential. Okay, so the lesson is not really something new, and you don't see use of it too much in this course. You can, if you go to university and you do calculus there, you do integral and antiderivative in details, so you will learn techniques of integration. So there you can use it more, and you can use it fully in differential equation course, which is a one semester course for science and engineering, but not really here. Okay, so it's that, and let me see. Yeah, so if I want to just check, so I did derivative of both side, just explain more. Derivative of both side, so derivative of one side is derivative of first, derivative of second, derivative of third, and derivative of other side is a number, so 0. So the derivative of that is 4x. Derivative of that is derivative 3 times derivative of xy, which is product rule. Okay, multiplication, so I have to do this. Yeah, so and that guy is 8y prime, and then I do derivative of first times that, so I'm doing product rule here. Okay, and then I keep whatever has y prime one side, whatever doesn't have to the other side, I move it. So I have to change the sign, I have to factor y prime, and I have to divide, and at the end I put dy over dx. So this is related to this lesson here. So see that just that part. You have to substitute dy over dx for y prime and then solve for dy. Okay, so how about here? Find the differential. Okay, so here is, see, here is, so I can do dy over dx, which is derivative, okay, equal, it's 4x cubed minus 3, so I find derivative of the other side, and then I do dy equal 4x cubed minus 3 times dx. Done. Okay, how about here? Okay, here the same, so I do y prime equal dy over dx equal, do I have u here? Yes, this is my u here. I have u 1 minus x. I have something else under the radical, so I have to do 1 over 2, so which is y equal 1 minus x power 1 over 2, and this is u, so it is 1 over 2 1 minus x power minus 1 over 2 derivative of inside. Okay, and then it is y prime, no, I need dy over dx equal 1 over 2 radical this times minus 1, because derivative of that is minus 1. Okay, this is minus 1. So then you say, okay, dy is minus dx over 2 radical 1 minus x. That's it. Okay, so the same, you have to do the derivative. See, from topic derivative rules, from topic 18, just almost half of the course, you need derivative for, you need to know derivative for integration, you need to know derivative for these, so you need to work on derivative. Okay, so higher order derivatives, here higher orders, so here it says you have y equal that, so I can zoom in. Okay, so you have y equal this 3x cubed plus 2x squared, so you can do y prime. So look at this, this is second derivative. Okay, see, it is y double prime, I say y double prime. Okay, see, I have to continue to do derivative. Okay, so maybe I have to talk about this first. Okay, step 1, you have a function, you have to do the first derivative, and then if you want to do second derivative, you do derivative of derivative. So you have y equal fx, this is first derivative, and this is second derivative, but how do you find it? It's derivative of derivative, so you do derivative again. What is third derivative? It's derivative of second derivative. What is fourth derivative? So you show it this way, dy 4 divided by dx, something like that. So it must be, it's something like this. Okay, so the fourth derivative. But in most cases, when you go to second derivative and third derivative, at the end you reach to 0. Okay, So it's just for some functions. For example, for e power x, if you do derivative and derivative and derivative, it's always e power x, okay, because derivative of e power x is e power x. So you will see more details in university if you continue there. This is first derivative, this is second derivative, derivative of derivative, third derivative, derivative of second derivative, and then fourth derivative, it's derivative of third derivative. Okay, so you just continue. Okay, so here I want to find that. Okay, so first step I have to find y prime. Okay, y prime is 9x squared plus 4x. Second step I have to find y double prime. Okay, y double prime. Remember, don't substitute y prime, don't substitute 2 in y prime, because I don't want that. I want double prime. I want the second derivative. So I have to continue to do derivative. So it's 18x plus 4, and then 3, it's y double prime at 2, which is 18 times 2 plus 4, which is 40. Okay? So you do first derivative, then you do second derivative, then you substitute. Okay, so yeah, so you can continue to do derivative, first derivative, second derivative. Here in this course you just see first derivative and second derivative. We don't go continue to more. Okay, so usually okay, so how about this one? The velocity of a moving point is given by the first derivative of the displacement. Okay, so it's teaching you. So it's teaching you that the velocity is first derivative. Speed is first derivative. And acceleration is second derivative. So acceleration is second derivative. So if I have the motion, function of motion, or function of displacement, okay, so I would say S is 4.55 t cubed plus 2.85 t squared plus 5.22 centimeter. Okay, means at time equals 0, it's standing at 5.22 centimeter, and then it continues as time continues. So this one continues as well to increase. So t is 1.55 second, and I want to find velocity and displacement. Sorry, velocity and acceleration. Okay. It's not asking about displacement, is it? So no, just find velocity. And okay, so for velocity I do first derivative. Okay, so 3 times 4.55 t squared plus 2 times 2.85 t plus 0. Okay, then I say, okay, the answer is S prime 155 centimeter second. Okay, and so remember, you have to be careful about, see here it says time is in second, and here it says second, so you don't need to do any conversion. Okay, so but maybe I give you a minute and you have to convert. Okay, so this is the answer. So it means you have to substitute. So you have to do 3 times 4.55 times 1.55 squared plus 2 times 2.85 times 1.55. I don't calculate here because I want you to see what's going on. So here you just substitute. Sorry about that. Okay, so you just substitute and find the answer, and the answer will be in what? Here this was one of the questions in final. So like here it's very easy. You find the derivative, you substitute, you calculate with your calculator. It's easy, but the at the end it's very important you write me a sentence, and also you write me the unit. The unit here is meter per second. Okay, how about acceleration? Acceleration is S double prime. S double prime is 6 times 4.55, yes, t plus 2 times 2.85. Okay, good. So you have that, and then you just have to substitute. And okay, so the answer is S double prime. So 1.55 is the answer for acceleration. So if we want to find this, is this one, and the unit is meter per second squared. But make sure to calculate, make sure to be careful about significant digits. If I say these numbers are approximate, you have to be careful. But it's a very easy question. It's a good question that everybody can have full mark. Okay, but remember, you should show me at the end, you should show me unit, meter per second squared. That's for velocity, that's for velocity, that's for acceleration, the other one. And also you have to write me a sentence. You have to be careful about rounding, finding the answer, so finding the last answer. But it's very easy. Velocity is S prime, the first derivative, and acceleration is second derivative. Okay, so I can continue here. Okay, here it says what is y triple prime, so we say triple. So it is, so see here, this is y triple prime, which is derivative of y double prime, and then this is derivative of this. So means you have to do third derivative. Okay, what is y? Y is 2x plus 5 power 1 over 2. What is u? Do I have u? U is 2x plus 5. Okay, so I can do, this one is y and this one is u. So now I can do y prime. Okay, y prime is 1 over 2 u power 1 over 2 minus 1. I'm so sorry. 1 over 2 minus 1. So it's minus 1 over 2. Okay, so 1 over 2 minus 1 minus 1 over 2 times derivative of inside, which is 2. Okay, so maybe I do it step by step. So it's 2x plus 5 prime. Then it is 1 over 2, 2x plus 5 power this times 2. Okay, I cancel 2 and 2, and I keep this up. Why? Because I have to continue to do derivative again. So I don't take it to denominators, because then it's hard. Okay, so y prime is, sorry, y double prime is derivative of y prime, so which is minus 1 over 2, 2x plus 5 power minus 1 over 2 minus 1, which is minus 3 over 2, times derivative of u, which is u prime, and is 2. Okay, because I still have u here. Okay, so again I cancel 2 and 2. Yes, here do I have that? Yeah, so I cancel this and this again. So let me see if I make a mistake here. So it's 1 over 2 derivative this. So far so good. So I can cancel 2 and 2. Yes, so again I do minus 1 over 2 and I cancel. Yes, so now this is minus this guy. This is second derivative. But how about third derivative? Third derivative is derivative of second derivative, which is continue to do derivative. Minus 3 over 2 times 2x plus 5 power minus 3 over 2 minus 1, which is minus 5 over 2 times derivative of u. Again, u prime 2. Okay, so again I cancel this and this. I cancel this and this. Okay, so I better don't do that, because then you feel it's plus. So it is plus 3 over this guy. Okay, here you can simplify. See, you can say it's 3 2x plus 5, this times 2x plus 5, this times 2x plus 5, yes, and then I can bring this out, I can bring this out, so I can say the answer is 3 divided by 2x plus 5. But I have to use absolute value because it has to be positive for sure when it comes out of the radical. I told you radical 4 is 2, not plus minus 2. But so we don't go to that too many details here, okay? So even if you leave it this way, I accept. Okay, so how about here? Okay, so I'm done. I can add a lesson here. I can insert. I can go here to topic 23 and see if I, yes, topic 23, it's very easy. It's equation of tangent line, equation of normal line, equation of tangent line is just easy. Beside equation of normal line is new, so I'm going to teach you now. So here, yes, tangent line and normal line equations. Okay, so now the problem is here equations, but we really know how to write equation of a line, so it's not really hard. Okay, so write equation of tangent line. Okay, how do you write equation of a line? So y is slope x plus y intercept. What is the slope? The slope of tangent line is, the slope of tangent line is the first derivative at that point. Oh, perfect. So I need to find, the first step is I need to find first derivative. Y prime is 3x squared minus 2. 2 y prime at 1, which is 3, 1 squared minus 2, which is 3 minus 2, which is 1. Oh, perfect. I have that. I have this one, the slope, and this one the same. Okay, now I have to find y intercept. Okay, so how can I find y intercept? So I put y equal 1x, which is the slope, plus b. I have to find b. How can I find b? Okay, if I want to find b, do you remember? You have to put a point there. So you have to put 1 point here x, 1 point here y, and find b. Okay, here x is 1, but what is y? Okay, how do you find y for x equal 1? Remember, you have to put this guy here. You have to put this guy here. You have to substitute. Remember, when I ask for y, you have to substitute in the original function, not in y prime. No, no, no. If you put in y prime, you are finding the slope of tangent line. You are finding the first derivative. Okay, so I put 1 there. Okay, so y1 is 1 cubed minus 2 times 1 plus 1, which is 1 cubed, 1 minus 2 plus 1, which is 0. Right? Okay, so 0 equal 0 is y, so I put it here, I put it here. Okay, 0 equal what is x? 1. 0 equal 1 plus b. What is b now? b is minus 1. Okay, so I'm done. Equation of tangent line is of t line is y equal, what's that? Slope. Yes, slope is 1. So x plus, oh sorry, x minus 1. X minus 1. Okay, So done. So you have to find the first derivative, you have to substitute, find the slope, then you have to substitute a point and find y-intercept, and done. Okay, so I have to say, okay, so here I say T line, and here I say L line. Okay, normal line, T line. Okay, so look at this. This is the graph. This wasn't part of the course, but I just wanted to make it more just touchable for you. See, it's x minus 1. Look at this. This is y equal x minus 1. And look at this. It's the equation x cubed minus 2x. So this is x cubed minus 2x plus 1. Y equal. Look at this. It's exactly touching the graph in one point, and that's very nice. Okay, yeah, so I continue here. Okay, normal line. What is normal line? Normal line is perpendicular to tangent line. See, this is tangent line and this is normal line, just perpendicular. They make 90 degree. Look at this, 90 degree perpendicular to each other. Oh, do you remember perpendicular? Yes, if I have m of this, if I have a slope of this one, if I have a slope of this one equal m, a slope of this one is minus 1 over m. Okay, so maybe here I have to write m2, so sorry, I have to write m tangent line, m normal line. Otherwise you feel m equal minus 1 over m, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I have to say that. So a slope of this one is minus 1 over m. Oh, perfect. So if I find the slope of tangent line, I can do reciprocal, I can do negative, and then I have a slope of normal line. Okay, so now here I go to normal line here. Oh, perfect. So step by step. First, y prime, 3x squared minus 2. Second, y prime at 1. Y prime at 1 is 3 minus 2, which is 1. What is 3? So this is m tangent line. M tangent line is 1. M tangent line is 1. Okay, so how about m normal line? M normal line is minus 1 over 1. What? See, I have to do reciprocal and change the sign. Okay, reciprocal of 1 is just minus 2. Just reciprocal of 1 is just 1. Okay, so I have to change the sign and reciprocal. This is a slope of normal line. Okay, so first derivative, then you find a slope of tangent line, then you find a slope of normal line, and then you write for y equal minus x plus b. How do you find b? Again, you have to substitute this one here. So the same, it's y1, it's 1 minus 2 plus 1, which is 0. This is the same question. Okay, so 5 is 0 equal minus x plus b, and b is minus 1 plus b, and b is 1. Okay, now look at the picture here. See, this is normal line, which is, look at that, 90 degree. This one is tangent line, and this one is the graph. Okay, this one is y. Okay, so now I go here. Determine the equation of tangent line. So that's very nice here. It's a very nice question. It's a very nice question. So you have to do the first derivative by prime. Okay, by prime is derivative of x squared times this plus derivative of this times this. So y prime is 2x ln x plus x squared x, which is 2x ln x plus derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Okay, so x. Okay, so y prime at e is a slope of tangent line, so it's 2e ln e plus e. What is ln e? 1. Okay, so it's 2e plus e, which is 3e. Okay, so now y is 3e x plus b. B is y-intercept. How do I find B? Remember, I have to have y. Okay, so y is e squared ln e, which is e squared, because ln is e1. Ln e is 1. Ln and e, they come beside each other, so they cancel each other, so it's 1. Ln e power 1, just 1. Okay, so it's that. So e squared. So do e squared. Oops, I'm sorry. So e squared equal 3e times e plus b. Okay, so e squared is 3e squared minus plus b. So what is b then? B is minus 2e squared. Okay, am I right? So 3e squared and minus 2e squared is e squared. Yes. Okay, so what is the answer then? So the answer is y equal 3ex minus 2e squared. Okay, that's for tangent line. Do I have it? Yes. See, this is the graph. This one is the graph for 2x ln x. Am I right? That was, oh, sorry, x squared ln x. Yeah, I made a mistake. So this is x squared ln x, and this one is the equation for tangent line. So it's 3ex minus 2e squared. And as you can see, y-intercept is negative. See, if I continue here, I reach to a negative point here. Okay, so here I have to go straight, and this, right, makes sense. And a slope is positive because line is going up. Okay, so okay, line is going up and it's acceptable. Okay, so I just finished this here because then the video is too long, and then I so continue after.